Okay, one side's done. Now I flipped it over. Now I can wax and PVA this side. And then I'll have both sides of the uprights done. This shows 3 layers of wax and then 2 layers of PVA. Now I'm going to put on some tooling gel coat and then hopefully get a thin layer of glass on it tonight. Here I'm doing the wing. I'm just adding a flange around the edge. I just used packing tape on some 2B1s and then some playing cards just to do that little bit of a curve there. And then just a silicone wipe around it, and then I'll start waxing it. Yeah, I've just released the wing upright. The molds, there's a few little bits that need to be cleaned up, but they came out pretty good. Some of the filler remained in the mold, but a bit of water that just fucking fell right out. So at least the wax and the PVA is working, so I'm happy with that. And now we'll do the wing. Just wet sanding these out with a bit of 400 just to smooth them out a bit. They come up really quick, so I'm not even going to bother going through all the grades. I think 400 is smooth enough. And then I can, I'll get them all ready, and then I'll glass a set at once, all at once. And there's one of the uprights done good enough anyway. You can see like a little line through here. That's just where the top of the upright will be. I've just added some just so I can kind of mold it to the bottom of the wing. But yeah, the rest of it turned out pretty good. Now to do all the rest of them. Just got a layer of gel coat on for the mold. I'll let this tack off and then just give a layer of 300 just to seal it off for today. And tomorrow I'll come back and do a few layers of 600. Yeah, and that'll be it. I've just released one of the vent molds. It's a bit wrinkly where I've added the extra bit, but that all gets cut off anyway, so that's fine. The actual part where that's going to be the vent turned out really well. Yeah, just a bit of wet and dry sandpaper, and then polish it up and it should be good. There you go, got one layer of 300 on it. Just finished rolling that out, so I'll let that dry overnight, and then I'll thicken it up tomorrow. So I've just released the second vent. You see this pop out really quick, easy. A little bit of gel coat there, but other than that, it came out really easy. Finish is pretty good. I'll just wet sand to get it a little bit smoother, but I'm not too concerned about the gel coat texture because every part's going to be paint prepped anyway. So as long as the pieces come out, that's all I'm concerned about. Everything's coming out really good. So I've just flipped the wing over. There's a quick few repairs to do, and then I'll wax and PVA it and get this side done. And then that's all the small parts done. Then I'll have to start making sure I'm happy with everything on the body and then start doing that piece by piece. Flipped it over, got the first layer of wax on it. I just put some tape around the edge just to make it easier to release, but other than that, it's just got its first layer of wax. I'll do another layer of wax, and then I'll do three or so PVA coats just to get a nice thick film, and it'll just pop off. There's the first layer of gel coat, and hopefully I get another coat of glass on it today. So this has had a layer of 300, which is dried overnight, and now I've just put a layer and a half of 600. I've just done a second layer of 600 just around the edges there. It looks a bit blotchy because there's 2 mixes of resin going off, but it'll all dry nice and uniform. So yeah, this should be thick enough. It doesn't matter if it twists a little bit because the final product will just be thin and encasing a steel frame. So yeah, it doesn't have to be super strong, but as long as it's all nice and smooth. But we'll come back when this is dried up a bit. So this is all dried, it's all going hard. I'll probably leave it overnight still, and tomorrow I'll release it, and then yeah, see where we go from here. So I've just released the mold from the plug. It looks like it's stuck in there, but it's just because the foam and the putty is weaker than bond between the mold and the plugs, but it comes off pretty easy. Just scrape straight off. Just comes straight off. So I'll just clean this up and we'll move on to the other side. There's the plug removed. Just had to scrape it out. It came out pretty easy. I'll just wet sand it just a little bit to clean it up, but it's nice and smooth. Yeah, pretty happy with that so far. So I've got both sides of the wing released. Just started hitting this with a bit of 400. It comes out really quick. There's a few little nicks here and there, but like I said, everything's going to be paint prepped anyway, so a little bit of mess here and there is fine. So yeah, still happy with it. Just got to smooth it all out with a bit of wet and dry, and then yeah, get ready to make some parts. I've just made those 4 little raised areas. Just makes it look not so flat. I don't like the little bump in the deck lid like some of the later cars had, but just looks better with something there. So yeah, just got to glue these down and this is done. I've just decided to repair a few little bits I'm not happy with. They're only like little divots, but yeah, just make it easier to prep the final part for paint. Other than that, everything else is ready. I'm just waiting for a delivery, and just for the weather. It's been really cold here lately, so it's a bit too cold to make some big molds. So I'll just wait a few more days or a week or so, and then everything should be here. And then yeah, the next video I can just make all the molds for the body, and then yeah, start doing some of the fun stuff. And most of the plug's done. There's a few areas I've just been going over. Now that I've got a bit of time, I can go over everything, make sure I'm happy with everything. The more I do now, the less I have to do later on. So I might as well do it while it's a bit cool here, and the next few weeks I can start doing all the main body molds, and yeah, see where we go from there. It's not the greatest video, this one. It's just a matter of getting all the little parts done so we can concentrate on this part. So the next video we'll do that. All right, cheers.